But haven't you heard what I just said? That we lost everything. Our house was burned, our property is gone, we have nothing. Throughout one's life, we gather so many interesting stories. Some are more impacting than others. And today I share with you a story that greatly impacted me when I first either read it or heard about it. It's a true story, something that really happened in the country of Norway in Scandinavia, where in a certain fishing village, a fisherman would go out practically daily, and before going with his older son seeking good catch, he would meet with the remaining members of the family at the shore, who would embrace them, pray with them, cheer for them, and wave as long as their wave could be seen by the ship or the boat proceeded in the direction to which they wanted to go. This happened on a certain occasion when they left with relatively good weather, but in the course of their journey, changes occurred. Dark clouds started covering the sky to the point that at one moment it was almost pitch black. They felt that it was dangerous to remain in that situation. And they started coming back to shore again, even without any catch, even without fulfilling their assignment for that day. And yet, how to guide themselves in the midst of such terrible darkness? How could they reach shore once again when they could hardly see the very place where they found themselves? But suddenly a light at the shore started shining rather brightly, and they used that as their point of contact with land and proceeded under great difficulty as fast as they could to reach the other side. Finally, by the grace of God, they were safe, and they were able, exhausted as they were, to arrive and to proceed to their home. And as soon as they were greeted by the wife and mother, she said with great emotion, "We lost everything. A fire engulfed our property and burned everything. We have nothing." And tears rolled down her face. And the husband appeared somewhat unpreoccupied by what she was relating. And she even rebuked him. "But haven't you heard what I just said? That we lost everything. Our house was burned, our property is gone. We have nothing, absolutely nothing." And yet very calmly he says, "Yes, I heard you, and I know that it is a tragedy for us. But if it were not for the light of that fire, we both would have been completely lost at sea, and we would not have been able to arrive back home in spite of all of the difficulties that we had to face." Oh, dear friends, what an impressive, true story this is. But this reminds us of the providence of Almighty God. Even in the darkest hours that we go through, in spite of the most difficult situations that we find ourselves, He will always provide an alternative that will lead us safely back to where we want to return. So take to heart this reality. Trust fully in a provident God, and know that He cares for you with far greater love than you could ever imagine. He's daily looking after our best interests if we continue to put our trust unreservedly and solely in Him to save us for this life as well as for all eternity. Think about that and be sure that you are one of these. Bye-bye.